Welcome back to another property tour. Today I have the privilege of showcasing Craftsman Residential's newest build right here in 12 South. And I want to talk a little bit about the location before we jump into the tour. Today, we're located in the most sought after neighborhood in all of Nashville, 12 South. We're just 2 blocks away from Sevier Park. We're a couple steps away from all the shopping, the dining, the boutiques, the restaurants in 12 South. You're only a couple minutes away from Green Hills and Nashville. In terms of location, it doesn't get any better than this right here. Right behind me, you have just under a 4,700 square foot home, 4 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, and all of the privacy and premium amenities you can ever ask for. So let's start here. You have behind me this front carriage garage, 2-car garage, and then to my right, you have a 2-car parking pad. So you have enough space to entertain when you have guests over. And I do want to point out, this is one of the few neighborhoods in all of Nashville where you have sidewalks. So you can take a stroll to the park. You can take a stroll down to 12 South. The location, the walkability, it's premium. As we walk up here to your private entrance, I want to point out some of the details in this home. You have these beautiful gutters here. You have the curved architectural features around this home. And you have so many elements that just makes the curb appeal pop. And so let's step in here where you have this gorgeous mahogany door that opens up into your courtyard. Here, this private courtyard area, again, you have so many different elements that bring this home to life. You have these gorgeous pavers, this hand-cut stone right here, and this hand-rubbed brick all the way around this area. I really love this door because, again, it's one of the centering points when you look at this home from the street. You have this custom built-in planter here, so you can plant some beautiful flowers, some trees, and it all leads you to this gorgeous iron door. So let's step inside, 825B Kirkwood Avenue. Let's take a tour of this home. So welcome home. Let's start here in the foyer. You have this gorgeous landing area, the white oak floors here, the details in the ceiling. You have these gorgeous white oak beams that just add so much detail to this foyer. And I want to point out again, this gorgeous steel door that you have here just complements all the elements that you see throughout the house. Another thing that I love about this foyer is that you have almost a floor to ceiling window here that lets in a ton of natural light. And so it really makes the space feel a lot larger than what it actually is. And then right off your foyer, we step into your kitchen. And by the way, this is one of my most favorite rooms in the entire house. You have this contemporary styled kitchen. I mean, it's simple, it's elegant. It has all the functionality that you could ever ask for. But I want to start here at the island. This is where people come to congregate, talk, have conversations, cook meals. It's 9 feet and you have enough space for 4 people. You have these gorgeous quartz countertops all the way around the kitchen. But I want to point out this feature around here. You have this curved edges all the way around your island. And it just mimics some of those curved features from the exterior. And I really love that Craftsman tied all of that together. You have this Wolf induction cooktop with this pop-up downdraft. And so it eliminates all the smoke if you create that while you're cooking, while you're having those conversations with people sitting here at the island. One thing I love about Craftsman is that they make the most of their space. The cabinetry that you see here is all custom. All of design, the functionality is impeccable. You have space here and even up top where a builder could have just put knobs there and just made this plain. They've taken the next step to give you even more space. Down here, again, you have quartz countertops, you have a Bosch panelized dishwasher, and I really love these inset LED lightings just to add a little bit more dynamic feel over here by the sink. Also want to point out that you have 2 outlets as well. And then behind me, you have your SubZero fridge, freezer combo, and then we walk into your pantry. So you have a full walk-in pantry, more cabinet space, more storage to my left here. You have a Wolf convection oven, speed oven, more counter space there. I mean, this kitchen literally has it all. I mean, I would spend all of my time here. Also, before we head over to the next room, you have this dry bar here, more cabinetry space, quartz countertops, outlets. They didn't miss a beat in the kitchen. And before we talk about the dining room and the great room, I want to point out that right off your kitchen, you have custom-built lockers in your mud room. You have a full-size laundry room, and your 2-car garage has a 50-amp fast car charging. So some of the smaller features in the house that really brings a lot of meaning to this build. So let's step into your formal dining. So welcome to your formal dining room. I know the kitchen was one of my favorite rooms in the house, but this dining room takes it to the next level. In this dining room, a couple features that I want to point out throughout the entire house, but here specifically, is that you have these floor to ceiling windows that add a lot of natural light into this room. As you can see, you have white oak floors throughout the entire house, some things that I didn't point out, and you have 10-foot ceilings throughout the entire main level. In this dining room, I mean, it's big enough to seat 8 people easily. But what I love the most about the dining room and other parts of the house is that on this main level, it feels that everything is super open, but you also have these individual spaces where you can congregate in the kitchen, have dinners in your dining room, and you step over into your great room where, again, this is where you entertain. You have elevated ceilings in here. You have this gorgeous wood burning fireplace, hand rubbed stucco here. And this is awesome, right? Opens up into your back patio. You know, you have a wet bar over here. There's so many things that I want to point out in such a short amount of time, but I want to start here. You have these 8-foot Pella sliding doors that open all the way up on both sides. And so you have true indoor, outdoor living. But let's take a step outside so you can see it in full effect. So right off your great room, we step into your screen-in patio. And this really is more than the screen-in patio. This is your oasis. This is the entertainment epicenter. This is where you come to hang out with friends, family, game night, wine night. A couple features in this patio is that you have these pavers all the way around the entire area, even out into your pool, which we're gonna talk about briefly. And another thing I want to point out is that you have this hand-rubbed brick as well that you notice from the exterior here in your patio. Right behind me, you have this custom rubbed stucco gas burning fireplace. And right up above the fireplace, this is pre-wired for a TV. And by the way, this entire patio is pre-wired for home house audio. I mean, this is where you come to relax. This is where you come to entertain. And again, this is all screened in. And so with the click of a button, you can let up this entire screen. And so now you have access from your great room, from your wet bar, right off to your pool. Down here, you'll see the continuation of the pavers all the way around this entire 10 by 30 gunite pool. You have landscaping around 8-foot privacy fences. And I love that Craftsman went the extra mile to just add some extra landscaping. So when it all grows in, you have additional privacy. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this in the heart of 12 South. And so I want to show you one more thing before we head into your primary suite. Right off of your patio, it's all interconnected, right? We have this gorgeous wet bar, quartz countertops, sink, paneled beverage fridge here, more cabinet space. But then here you have this slat design cabinet feature here I've never seen before. The level of detail, the curved features, everything ties together. And one more thing that I love about it is that you have this inset LED lighting, just to add a touch of elegance. So guys, if entertainment is in your future, this is a spot for you. Cheers. And this is where you walk into your primary suite. And here you have these 14-foot vaulted ceilings in here, pre-wired for home house audio. These gorgeous windows that overlook your gunite pool are also pre-wired for privacy shades. You have white oak flooring throughout this entire room, and the light that you get in this room is unmatched. Stepping off your primary bedroom, you have this custom closet where you have custom built-ins from floor to ceiling. You have drawer stacks already prepped for move-in. So off your custom closet, we step into your primary bathroom. And in here, this vanity, I want to point out, is one of the largest vanities I've ever seen. Functional, Every single cabinet, every single drawer you see is functional. I mean, you wouldn't even notice that that was a full cabinet that you can open up. Marble top here. And again, on the floors, you have marble tile throughout the entire bathroom. They're heated and they're all controlled by a panel right here in this room. So you can set it to the temperature of your liking whenever you step out of the shower or step into this bathroom. You can all be controlled from your phone. Right here, you have a zero entry walk-in shower. And behind me, you have a gorgeous, gorgeous freestanding tub. This bathroom is also pre-wired for privacy shades. So whenever you want to take a bath, you can let the shades down, let them back up, so we can have this gorgeous appeal in our bathroom. So let's check out upstairs. So before we head upstairs, I want to point out that you have a powder bath here, marble tile floors, gorgeous vanity that mimics the one that we saw in the primary suite. Let's head upstairs. So welcome to the second level of the house. I want to point out a couple of different things up here. You have your creative office space here. You have this additional landing space where you can put a cool couch here, some chairs, a little seating area. And then to my right, you have this oversized rec room. As you can see, window lined walls, so a lot of light coming into this room. You have a closet space for AV or any equipment that you want to use. And before we head down to the bedrooms, I want to point out that you do have a second floor laundry. So that is huge. One on the lower level, one on the top level. So it's easy to do laundry throughout the entire house. On this level, you have 3 bedrooms, 3 full ensuite bathrooms. And what I love about Craftsman is that all of the bathrooms are different. So you won't see the same tile, the same, vanity, everything is different. And then we step into the last bedroom on this level, which is your junior suite. So this is an oversized room where you have full walk-in closet, an oversized bathroom, you have a shower combo here, and it really just feels like a second level primary bedroom. So in total, we have 4 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, just under 4,700 square feet, located in the heart of 12 South, walking distance to Sevier Park, walking distance to 12 South, moments away from Green Hills, Nashville, Brentwood. This is the pinnacle of 12 South. Entertainment, you have everything you need. This is 825B Kirkwood Avenue. Thank you so much for watching.